Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very exciting video. My new toolbox. I'm going to reveal it to you guys. If you remember before, I had like a double stack Craftsman, a smaller one, and then I had a single Craftsman over here, and then I had a little shelf with my power tools and stuff on it. I'll put up pictures just in case you guys forgot or you haven't seen my other videos. But those boxes were just overloaded, as well with my tool cart. That thing was packed to the brim. I needed a bigger box to free up space, and I came across this. I originally thought about a couple other boxes, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. But I also didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on a toolbox. I mean, I think it's ridiculous to go buy a Snap-on or a Mac or a Matco and spend $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 on a toolbox. That's just not who I am. I believe in buying a cheaper box and buying more quality tools instead of the other way around. So that's just what I go by. Also, because you guys are DIYers, my viewers, I wanted to get a box that would be in budget for maybe you guys if you're interested in doing something. This box is a little bit unorthodox and a little bit different, and I think it's kind of cool, and I have some modifications I want to do to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unveil it to you guys, and we'll start going over some of the stuff, and I want to get some of your guys' input at the end of the video as well. So be sure you stick around and listen for my questions so you guys can reply down below, because I really want to do some modifications to this box, but I need your guys' input. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unveil it. So this is what I got. This is what I came up with. I got a 52 inch. This is a Craftsman. I bought this for $3.99 at Lowe's. And then the bottom box is a 52 inch Husky. And I bought this at Home Depot for $498. So I guess I'll start with the beginning of the story here. Originally, I wanted a double stack US General in the slate gray to match my tool cart, and I didn't know if I wanted it in the 48 or the 56 inch, so I went to my local Harbor Freight, looked at them. I looked at the 48 inch. I asked the people there working if they had any in stock or any stores had them in stock, and they said they don't. And they said I probably wouldn't even be able to get one until late July, early August, and that was just too long to wait for me. So I left Harbor Freight a little bit disappointed, and I went to Home Depot, and I came across this Husky box, and I was checking this one out, and in the gray, I really liked this box, and it was a good price, but again, they didn't have any in stock, and they said the one on the floor there wasn't for sale. And they told me they had the full black one like that, but I just didn't like how it looked. It was all flat black, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. I wanted to check out the Milwaukee boxes, but they had no Milwaukee boxes at that Home Depot. And the Milwaukee boxes were a little bit more than I wanted to spend for the 48 inch one. It was going to be like $1,500. And anyways, I was leaving, and as I was walking out, I came across this Husky, and I thought it was really cool. I had never seen one in this color before, and for the price of $498, I thought that was a really good deal. And I really liked the color and the wood top, but I knew that this wasn't going to be big enough by itself, and Husky doesn't sell a matching top box for this because it's more of a workbench. And the only Husky top that they sell like this one is in the all flat black, which wouldn't match because this has the gloss black trim on it. And it was going to be like $500 something because you can't get it shipped to the store for some reason. I would have had it get shipped to my house. That was going to be like $100 in just shipping. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the color I wanted. So I went on the Lowe's app, and I saw this one for, like I said, $299, $300. It is cheap, and I don't really like the Craftsman boxes just because of how flimsy they are. But for the price, I just couldn't beat it. They also had a 2000 series. They call it their 2000 series, which was $200 more at $500. and they had one on display, and honestly the quality wasn't much better than just this one. This one did have the chrome handles on it, but I took those off because I'm painting them right now black to match this box. And because the chrome did not look good, it did not match, so I decided to take those off and paint those. But I think this box looks pretty good, and in the future, so this is where I need your guys' help. I bought some paint, some green, flat green, to paint these drawers, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Let me know your guys' opinion. Should I paint these drawers to match the bottom box, or should I just leave it all blacked out gloss? And also on the front here, I want to know what I should put on the front of this box. I have a couple different ideas. I thought about getting a bigger sticker made, the Tyler Tools sticker, and putting a decal right here in the center. I thought about maybe getting some old street signs, maybe like an old one-way street sign. There's a guy on Etsy, and I think he has his own website. It's called Hicks Garage, but he does like custom pinstriping and stuff, and he makes some pretty cool signs stuff. I thought about maybe buying one of those and bolting it to the front. Or I thought about maybe getting a custom like American flag in this color green to go along the whole front. But I want to know what you guys think. I'm not going to make any decisions till I hear your guys' opinion. Also, if any of you guys, any of my viewers do custom stickers and want to help me out with that, please hit me up in the comments or email me. I'll put my email right here. Or message me on Instagram. I always check that daily. But that would be a huge help to be able to get something that would fit perfect right there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll grab the camera now, and we'll start going over the inside of the box and some other modifications I want to make, and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay guys, so we'll start out and going over the Craftsman 52 on the top here. Like I said, if anybody's got any ideas for the top, this front piece, let me know, because I really want to do something with this. I just don't want to leave it all empty. But moving on the inside here, I have all my power tools, and not even all of them. They would not all fit in here. If you guys remember before, I had that wooden shelf and I had them all on there, and that thing actually held a lot of tools. Unfortunately, this is just way overcrowded, and they didn't all fit. All my woodworking ones are actually down here in the bottom. So this is where I'm going to need your help again. I have these mounts. I have the Milwaukee 12 volts and I have the Milwaukee 18 volt ones. And I was thinking about lining these in here and trying to organize those better. But if you guys have any better ideas, let me know. Because this is driving me crazy. My OCD is kicking in, and I do not like how cluttered this looks. I mounted my battery chargers in here. Unfortunately, the Bauer one doesn't have the mounting stuff on it, but I got my Mac one and my Milwaukee ones in here. Also, why I like having a cheap box is it's a lot easier to drill into a $300 box than it is like a $3,000 box. And I like to modify my boxes, and you can see right here, I already drilled in and mounted my my Milwaukee radio on the side here. But I like to be able to modify stuff, and it's a lot easier to do that and when you're doing it on a cheap box and an expensive box. For the top part on the inside here, real quick, if any YouTubers have their stickers that they want to send me, I'm going to display them right here. Also, if you guys just want to do like a sticker exchange, you can send me a sticker and I'll send you one of my stickers, and we can do that. But I want to display all your guys' stickers up here. Also, if companies that send me stuff, I might display their stickers on the bottom, keep the middle section for you guys. But that's my idea for that. So we'll go ahead and I'll kind of do a tour of all the drawers here real quick. I'm still getting it organized. I emptied out that Craftsman box. I actually sold that double stack Craftsman to my neighbor for 250 bucks, and I bought the top box for 300, so it pretty much paid for itself. But that was cool. But there was a lot of stuff in that Craftsman, and for how small it was, I had that thing stacked, and I moved a lot of the stuff into these two boxes, and it's already there. This is a lot fuller than I thought it was going to be. But moving on to the junk drawer. Oh, like I said, I took the slides off. The slides that were on here were chrome. I'm currently painting them in the backyard right now. Gloss black, so it'll all be blacked out. Again, let me know if you guys think I should paint these drawers green to match the bottom box, or if I should just leave them glossy black. Also, finally, I get to use my toolbox emblems. Toolbox Emblems sent me these a while back, and I've been waiting to get a new toolbox so I could display those. The only thing I'm not happy about is how weak the magnets are. So once I decide if I'm going to paint these or not, I'm just going to take the magnets off and glue these right to the drawers. But like this one says, top drawer is junk drawer. I got some stud finders, some razor blades and stuff up in here. Next drawer down is screwdrivers and nut drivers. Got all my nut drivers over here. Multi-bit screwdrivers, little tiny screwdrivers, electronic screwdrivers, stuff like that. As you can see, that thing just pops right off. Next drawer down here, I got all my my bits. And then the drawer below that are like the actual drill bits. Over here, we got random shit, like it says. I just got this cheap Harbor Freight stethoscope. I got some punch sets. I got some other stuff I want to put in this drawer. Like I said, still trying to organize this. This is probably not how it's going to permanently be. I just needed to get stuff out of that other box and get it in here. This is my layout drawer. I got some cutting pads, squares, just all my layout tools. Drawer below that, electrical connectors, zip ties, electrical tape. Then the next drawer are the electrical tools. So I got strippers and crimpers. I got some test leads, stuff like that in here. Moving on to the 52-inch Husky. So finally I was able to take some sockets out of my my tool cart. That thing was packed to the rim. If you have not seen my tool cart tour video, be sure to check that out. It's like one of my most popular videos on my channel. But finally, I was able to pull a bunch of that stuff out of that tool cart and put it in here, the stuff I don't use as much. So I got my metric stuff on this side. I got all my SAE stuff on this side. If you guys remember before, I used to keep all my ASE or SAE sockets in that little Craftsman. And now I was able to put them in here, free up that Craftsman. I keep all my paperwork and electronic stuff in there now, camera stuff. So that's cool. Also keep my long ratchets in here, my 2 long snap-ons, 1/4 inch, 3/8, and then my 1/2 inch long Icon. Was able to take my torque wrenches out and use these ratchet and they're like magnetic holders that I got from SDS Operations, I believe is who sent me those. So be sure you check them out. But those are real nice. I really like how this looks in here. Next drawer down, I moved over my SAE Icon wrenches. I also got my other SAE wrenches up there. There it goes, it focused. But I still keep all my main metric wrenches inside my tool cart. I just moved over the ones I don't use as much. So those are really big wrenches in the back. I got some extractor ones. I believe these are S-style, double box ends, some stubbies, some flat ones. Keep all my extra ratchets in here I don't really use too often. Got some filter wrenches, stuff like that in the back. Next drawer down is all my extra pliers. Like my most used pliers are still in my tool cart, but everything that I didn't use as often, I moved over here. I can't believe most of this was in my tool cart. I can't believe how full that thing was, but it's nice to be able to take some stuff out of there and move it in here. Next drawer down, hammers and saws. I'm a DIYer. I just don't work on cars. I just don't work on my house. I do both. And so this box is going to have home repair stuff and automotive stuff in it. But hammers, saws, I got some PVC cutters, some hose cutters, some extra pry bars, stuff like that in here. And then I showed you guys earlier, my bottom drawer, I keep the empty boxes for my torque wrenches, all my woodworking power tools, some storage bags, some extra chargers. Over here in the small drawers, my levels. I have some more. I have no idea where I put them though, but once I find them, they're going to go in here, fill up that drawer a little bit more. Next drawer are my files and chisels. I really like the drawers on this Husky box. They're just super solid compared to the Craftsman ones. Plumbing drawer, I got pipe wrenches, some tubing cutters, some extractors, some shark bite stuff. Drawer below that, I got my rivet guns. And then for the last drawer are all my air tools I keep in here. On the side of the box, it comes with a nice power strip area. It comes with a nice spot where you can roll up your cords on there. And then I already have the top power strip connected to this one. But that's my box, guys. I hope you guys can leave me some ideas. Like I said, I want a way to organize all these. If anybody does any custom stickers or graphics I can put on the front here, please let me know that as well. Let me know if you guys think I should paint these drawers to match the bottom box, leave them black. I'm gonna wait to do all that stuff till I hear what you guys have to say. If anybody has any really good ideas, and you leave it down in the comments, I'll hit you up and I'll send you a free sticker if I really like your idea and decide to use it. So be sure you guys do that. Also, I thought about buying a used box off of like Facebook Marketplace or what's it called, OfferUp. But I thought about it and I was like, no, I want my viewers to see something that's obtainable for them. If I was to buy one of those boxes, it would be hard for anybody to replicate that. I wanted something that people could replicate, and if you like this idea, you could do it too. And it's a very reasonable price for how much storage you're getting. And for my viewers being DIY people, most of you guys, I think that this is a really good system, and you can get this for around $800. And I know that both of these go on sale. Somebody told me, I saw the day after I bought this, somebody bought this same box for $300 at Home Depot. I don't know how they did that, but they got a really good deal. But I really like that bottom box. Looks super cool. I'm real happy I ended up going with that Husky. Oh, also I'm thinking about, let me know what you guys think about this idea as well. I have this little metal plate, and I'm thinking about cleaning it up and mounting it right here on the wood. In case I want to work on something and need to beat it with a hammer, I'm not smacking the wood. Let me know what you think about that idea. Not too sure about that either, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me the ideas down in the comments. If you guys want to do something similar to this or have other similar toolboxes that you guys have made, send me some pictures. Real open to posting your guys' toolboxes as well if you want to share them. I'll post them up on the Instagram page or on the post section on YouTube. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Okay, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Also, follow our Instagram. I post a lot of pictures and stuff on there. And I'll see you again soon for another video. Later.